Hey, you went flying Billy Spur. Hey, you went driving around the world. Hey, you went brown like a squirrel. Hey, you went Chanel pearls. Hey, you went Rolls Royce car. Hey, you went Rolls Royce truck. Oh, you want war with all my hoes. Oh, you wanna line it all up. Hey, I'm gonna play it how it is. Hey, I been playing for some years. Hey, you tryna steal all the spill. Hey, I'm in the field, not a pill. Hey, you wanna spill, then let's spill. Hey, you know how real niggas is. Rolls Royce still Uncle Phil. Yeah.
What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another brand new episode. It is season 4, episode 4, and we're back with In Case You Missed It this week. Kicking things off, we're talking about Renaissance, a film by Beyoncé. Then we talk about the GTA 6 trailer. Then after that, it's trial season, so we talk about our opinions on a few trials that are happening right now. And then finally, we give a big congratulations to Nelly and Ashanti on their huge announcement. This is season 4, episode 4. In case you missed it, this is The Experience. Ugh. All right. These little messages on here worry me. The actual recording is gonna be higher later. Like this shit, because sometimes that shit don't be what the fuck it says it's gonna be.
Maybe cat. Riverside's cat most of the time.
Capside. Ooh,
Capside.
is that a word?
River cat?
River cap. Ooh, I have a river cap.
River cat. Yeah, river cat. Yeah, you niggas suck. I miss Squad Cast.
I don't miss Squadcast either.
He said I don't miss that shit. He said that
Let's just both move to New York and film in the same room. Let's do that.
We should actually film in front of a live studio audience.
Bitch, you're onto something.
That would be fire.
But what's up, guys? Welcome back to another brand new episode of The Experience. I am Jay, aka the Sports Gay, and joined with me is
D. Allen, aka the Don of all trades.
And we are back with another. In case you missed it, this is season 4, episode 4. Oh my God, so much has happened. Darren hit it on the nail when he said the first, in case you missed it, that every time we're away, so much shit happens, or every time that we start potting, so much shit happens, so we just have to cover it all.
Yeah.
First thing that we're going to talk about is Renaissance, baby. You guys know, if you know me personally, if you've listened to this pod, you guys know that I am a diehard fan of Beyoncé, a part of the Beehive, all of that. And this weekend, she released her long-anticipated concert film for her Renaissance album. She went on tour and she released a film. It was, it showed a behind the scenes of the concert. It also showed the full I think she left out a few songs, but you kind of got the whole picture. I felt like you were there, honestly, because for me, I didn't get to go to the concert, so it was a nice gift. You got the concert and you also got the behind the scenes of it. I thought that it was great. Also, I just want to note too that she got 100% on Rotten Tomatoes for the film, which is amazing. That's impeccable. That means it was, no flaws. Everybody loved it. Flaws and all. Kind of funny that it starts at the end. There were no flaws. But that happened, and then I think she broke the record for post Thanksgiving weekend box office sales. She broke that, and that record hasn't been broken for 20 years. I think. I don't know. It's some shit. Look it up. I'm not a factsmith. But she broke the record. I know that much. But I just, I don't even know where to begin. It was just perfect. It's you guys, you see Beyonce, you hear her music, you see the performances, and you're already in awe. But then to see what it takes to do all of that and how hands-on she is, it just makes you have a whole nother respect and appreciation. I was in that theater watching the movie, and I'm like, man, fuck this shit. Why am I watching a movie? I need to be working. I need to be writing songs. That's how inspiring that this film was. She literally knew piece by piece. I don't want to give too many spoilers, but she knew every crew member, what they did. She knew the parts of the stage that needed to be built. She knew what type of lights that she needed. My favorite part, which is, this is a spoiler, but she needed a 30-foot camera rack thing, right? Mm-hmm. And they were trying to tell her that doesn't exist, and she's like, I just did a Google search and it does exist. So it's it just shows like how like people like they will try and gaslight the fuck out of you, especially black women. And it's like if Beyonce is getting gaslit, it makes you think like what the average woman is going through, black woman is going through day to day. But all in all, I loved it. You know, when she did the Dubai run for what was that song? For I know it for Drunken Love. When she first of all, when she released that run, the world shifted. The fact that everybody heard that run and it was from a concert that was not supposed to even like it was a private concert. Nobody was supposed to know about that shit. The fact that like the whole world knew and then she brought it back for the tour, like that part for me in the movie, I felt out of fucking body. But like I just love Beyonce and
I can tell.
amazing. Like you could see I have not stopped my sentence. I have gone on. I'll let Darren speak a little bit about like what he thinks and all of that, but I just had to get all of that. I had to make sure that I talked about everything. So
he just
Darren.
word vomited everything to go ahead and shout out Beyonce. Yeah, I know that's your girl, man. You like the president of the fan club, the Beehive fan club.
There are people who are
better than you,
yeah,
or more, I guess, more obsessed with Beyonce than you are.
Because here's the thing, like I am a fan of hers, but like I don't want to get too crazy because it's like I want to work with her one day, and like I feel like that's weird. That'd be weird for her to like work with somebody and they're like so like infatuated and obsessed. Like I don't ever want to get to that level, but I do have like a huge respect and admiration. Like I aspire to have the work ethic that she has. Like she is doing the damn thing.
Yeah, you don't want like a swarm situation like that movie that kind of was based off the Beehive and whatnot. You don't want to be like Dre.
Yeah,
I don't see that in your future anyway. But no, shout out.
Who is your favorite artist? That's not me.
No, shout out Beyonce though. This is huge. I think this is. I like this approach that she did. It kind of gives people who didn't get a chance to see her like multinational tour or go to her concert, because obviously it was expensive. And, you know, timing. Also, I know a lot of people who are like big Beyonce fans, not just you. You didn't get a chance to go to the concert. But I know people who also didn't get a chance to go to the concert too. And they really appreciated a film that kind of made it into like a documentary. In a sense, kind of what that is. And a lot of in sports, that's really common where like you'll get kind of like a season. Like, for example, we'll say, remember The Last Dance with Michael Jordan? That was like a Netflix multi-part series that kind of chronicled Michael Jordan's last season as a Chicago Bull in 1997 to 1998. And it kind of showed behind the scenes exactly what he was thinking about at that time, what each player was thinking about, how much it impacted the league at the time and how much it affected it, you know, for years to come. So I think that this will be like a similar staple for Beyonce to kind of like have this film to be kind of a stamp and what this era was for her, the Renaissance era. And from what I can see, I'm not like a huge Beyonce fan. I like Beyonce for sure, but it's cool to see like everybody kind of gather together and like be so full of life and energy when it comes to her, and when it comes to her work, when it comes to her passion. You could tell her fan base invests a lot of time into her, and that time, you know, has a real effect with how much output she has and how much her work ethic, like you said, how much work she puts out in the music quality and whatnot. And it's a slapper. Honestly, I think it's dope. I might see the movie. I don't know.
You have to see it. You have to see it.
I don't know.
I feel like you really enjoy it. And I think going off of what you said, like how you said that like the fans really invest a lot of time into her. I know that she knows that, which is evident. I think she definitely talks about that in the film, that she knows that. And so she's very particular about like everything and like making sure that like, you know, that she is showing up for us because we got her. So she's going to have us too. So
yeah. And one thing I did see a lot is like how much did these fans have treated this like it was a concert. It felt like you, on the other hand, you had a whole fit. Like you had a whole fit. You would think you was going to the concert, but no, you was going to AMC, nigga. You was going right in them chairs to sit down and watch that goddamn film like everybody else. I saw videos of people dancing in the middle of the aisleways when like songs would come on. I saw fireworks. I think you saw that video.
That wasn't real. That was not real. That was fake.
Okay, I was about to say I saw somebody literally light fireworks inside the theater. I was like, yo, no way y'all niggas are this hype over this shit. It's like a fucking. But honestly, I know I see the hype. it's not just hype in the U.S. I've been seeing hype all around the world. I know you see your folks over there. They lit on that other side of the world. I know you see that, right? Hey, them Israelis going hard over "Break My Soul." Them videos, them niggas is lit. They wearing an Israeli flag saying, "Hey, let me stop," because that shit was kind of fucked up. The visual was kind of fucked up. You know, we talked about last episode about phony activism and whatnot, so I'm not about to sit here and be like, this is Beyonce's fault. But it is funny as shit to see, to know the conflict going on and the fact that this film has transcended that conflict. And
I wouldn't say that.
I'm not saying it's not saying like it absolves the conflict. I'm saying it's gotten to the point where like people will gravitate towards Beyonce regardless of their viewpoints, even if it's like directly opposed to the artist that they are, they loving it. You know, we already know how Israel feels about the whole situation, but we also know how Beyonce feels and her camp feels about the situation. So to have them kind of champion her music or champion like the whole vibe is kind of like it diametrically opposes itself.
Yeah.
But you know, niggas was lit. They was turning up, and I was like, "Oh shit, man! I hope the Palestinians turning up too with the same shit." But
low key, it's like I feel it's like a rock and a hard place for me. It's giving, because we brought up Michael Jordan. What did he say? Like Republicans buy sneakers.
Yeah,
it's giving that. But I don't know. I still love Beyonce. I thought that the film was great. It's still free Palestine.
Always. Yeah. Always. It is what it is. But hey, shout out Beyonce. I hope she makes more money than Taylor Swift, because I don't want white women to win.
I think that she is on track to do that. I think I read that somewhere. Yeah.
Good, because she already got too much.
I mean, she already got 100%. Taylor didn't get 100% on Rotten Tomatoes. She didn't.
Was it like 80 or some shit?
I don't even know.
Did she do something? Was it the exact? You didn't see it. I don't know.
I did not go see the Eras tour. I'd have to have my friend Matthew on here because he went. Cole actually saw that shit too, I think.
The Eras tour.
So, yeah, so I would have to have them like talk about that, but no.
It was cool though. Like that.
No disrespect to, I'm just not that big of a Taylor fan. You know.
And most black people.
I think that it was cool. I also think that it was cool that they like showed up to support each other. You know, you had Taylor come to. You had Beyonce come to Taylor's premiere, and then you had Taylor come to Beyonce's London premiere.
Yeah, no, that was dope.
I love like women supporting women. Like it's amazing. I love it. It's
amazing. I think they're good friends too, and it was cool because I used to work at Ford Field, at this amazing advertising agency. Shout out Campbell Ewald. But when we was there, that was during the summer with both of those shows, and they both performed at Ford Field because they're both stadium level artists. And Ford Field is our football stadium. So I saw like what it was like in downtown Detroit when Taylor came, and how it was in downtown Detroit when Beyonce came, and how big that both of them are for different demographics, and how it just brings people together, and how Ford Field kind of shepherded that moment for all of us. It was dope. Shout out to the concert. Shout out to the artists, man. I always salute y'all.
I feel like this year in music, amazing, because you know we were coming off of the pandemic, and so like the artists, like I feel like you could really feel that, like they were like, okay, we're free, like we're performing, like we're giving. They gave this year.
They gave.
So yeah, I'm full from seeing that movie and just everything.
That's what's up.
What are we talking about next? In case you missed it, what happened?
In case you missed it, this just in today. Actually, you guys were here on Thursday. But today, Monday, December 4th, shout out my brothers, Alpha Phi Alpha, Fraternity Incorporated.
Yeah. Happy Founders Day.
Happy Founders Day to the wonderful brothers, the distinguished gentlemen of Alpha Phi Alpha Fraternity Incorporated. Special shout out to the Epsilon chapter. I got to throw that shit up.
Yeah.
But today,
special shout out to Omari Hardrick. Yeah. Okay. My bad.
Okay. Yeah, he's a good brother. But what I was about to say, that today we just got the long-awaited, highly anticipated, much debated trailer for Grand Theft Auto 6. Oh man. All of you who are in our age range or even older, some even younger, know how much GTA means. How much it means to the culture, how much it means to our hearts, our souls, and our insatiable desires to cause unimaginable violence. It allows us to really express that and really show that through the game. And GTA has been a staple in the culture for decades. The last GTA was GTA 5. To give you context, it came out in 2013. If I ask Jay what happened in 2013, he'll be like, "That's when we met."
Whoa, that is when
But
we met. That's
that's when we met.
crazy.
And that's when we met. 2012, 2013, when that shit was coming out, that's when we met. And
We were
now look, we about
kids.
to get the sequel to that, GTA 6, 12 years later, because it comes out in 2025. And I want to say I Told You So, Jay, and I want to say I Told You So, Aaron, both niggas who said it was coming out next year. And it's coming out 2025. I told you niggas, the niggas was not going to be done by next year. This game is too big. They got too much on their plates. And me as a gaming nigga, y'all know that. Y'all saw, well, I don't think y'all, no, we wasn't podding yet when Spider-Man 2 came out, but I
We
did give
weren't.
that shout out that first episode though. That shit was amazing. But GTA 6, I will be purchasing, I will be playing, and I can't wait for that shit to come
And
out.
I will be playing it via SharePlay on the game shit.
Hey, ever since I told Jay that shit, he been like, he not gonna buy a single game ever
Not at
again,
all.
bro.
Well,
That nigga
that's
just
not true. I'll buy Mortal Kombat, and if you want to play that,
okay.
I'll give that to you.
We
We
can
can have a one-sided relationship, you know.
I'm dead. We can do Mortal Kombat. You know they put a Homelander and Omni Man in it.
What?
They did as
I
like
want to play as Omni Man and see what he could do.
he has like his fatality is the shit he did with Mark. Put his head at the train.
Oh, and kill.
Yeah, so yeah, you go take like whoever you battle and put their head in the train and just. But this time, since they not Mark, they're gonna actually die too.
Mark, these lives are meaningless.
Hey, shout out Invincible. That bitch.
Chef's kiss.
Masterpiece.
Chef's fucking kiss.
Season 2, Part 2 come out next year, January. So we should have a lot. But yeah, I'm excited for GTA 6. I think that it's going.
It's the first woman protagonist.
Yeah. Ooh,
That's big.
let's see, man. I can't wait for that, man. I'm about to go crazy, man. I wonder how that's gonna work with the strippers.
She can get bitches too, and there might
Or
be
the
nigga
hookers.
strippers in there.
Or the hookers. She might, because I'm gonna be fucking hookers.
Yeah,
because they used to be
there's
animated.
I heard there's fucking in it. Can you confirm that?
I
heard that like, wow.
Yeah.
First The Sims and now Grand Theft Auto 6.
Yeah.
Why you guys want these? You know, I'm not.
No. Sims is different.
That's not for me to judge.
Sims is different. All y'all that play The Sims got some sort of playing house fetish going on right now. Y'all got like there's something going on with y'all. I fuck with the girls that play Sims because it's largely women. Y'all are cool, but that Sims game, there's something up with the developers who did that shit. Because I be seeing like some shit. It must be y'all actually, because it's super like I guess you can customize it a lot.
You can customize the fuck. I saw a sim with the 30-inch sew-in. I'm like, you can do that? Shit.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah. Shout out Sims, I guess.
Yeah. But all right, guys, in case you missed it, it is unfortunately or fortunately, however you want to look at it, trial season. We've got a few people on trial. We've got Jonathan Majors, actor in low-key, he's king of the Marvel franchise, of the MCU. He's also been in he was in Creed. He was also in Lovecraft Country, well-established actor. We also have Young Thug. He is battling out, trying to beat that case as well. Yeah, I just feel like
it's heavy. It's heavy. It's kind of heavy.
I just think that ultimately justice should be served.
Yes.
And the people who know what really went on is the people in the situation and God. And I just hope that what God sees comes to light. Not to make this very religious or anything like that, but and it sucks because I really, really like Jonathan Majors. However, I cannot condone violence against women under any circumstances. So if he is convicted, then that's really upsetting. It is really upsetting.
Yeah.
And I think that Marvel is gonna have to pull the plug, or at least recast. I feel like that's the right thing to do.
Yeah.
Even if he gave an amazing performance, I just don't think it's right. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm so conflicted about this because we've gotten so many different pieces of information when it comes to this case. I remember when it first broke in March of this year when it was right off the heels of Ant-Man and Creed. So he just did like kind of a back-to-back. Niggas ain't really like Ant-Man like that, but I did fuck with his performance in Ant-Man. I think he was probably the best part of that movie. And Creed was okay. I think Creed was pretty decent, and I think his role in Creed was probably the highlight of that too. So you kind of saw him bubbling as like this generation's, I guess, Will Smith or something. I guess lack of a better. I'm not saying he's anywhere near Will Smith or Denzel or anything, but I'm saying that
He's Jonathan Majors.
He's Jonathan Majors, but this is the trajectory that he was going. He was headed to the promised land. He was going to be the black face. Black women was all up over him. Black men was hating on him, but they was respecting
Not
his
me,
craft.
not this black man, not this black.
Well, of course, because you had different expectations or different desires for him. But for everybody else kind of had like different opinions with him, and it was kind of interesting to see like when someone's this polarizing, usually they get pretty big, like because they can evoke a reaction or an emotion out of like people. So it was interesting to see that. And then once that broke, that story, it kind of shocked everybody once they found out that it was for domestic violence, and the fact that the domestic violence was towards his ex-girlfriend, who happens to be a white woman. Now look, y'all know me. Y'all know me, and y'all know
before you say what you're gonna say, think, will this get the experience canceled? Just think about that real quick, and then edit or say what you're gonna say.
Okay, right. I don't think it's gonna get us canceled because I'm gonna be real nice about this, because I know that people have thought a certain way about how I perceive white people or white women, but I am in full agreement with Jay. I think that violence, and especially domestic violence towards any woman, is unacceptable, regardless of who it is, what the race is, how the age is. I don't care. That's not something that you get to do. They're not going to be able to hear that, but it's all right. But yeah, it's worth a shot. But yeah, it's one of those things that because it's a white woman, I saw a lot of black men and some black women too that were just like, fuck her. Like, who cares? Like, she's a white woman. Who cares? But we can't really.
That's messed up.
We can't really do that because that's like, we wouldn't really want that to happen to us if a white man attacked one of our women. We would be on their heads, just like how probably white men and white women is on Jonathan's head for what's going on right now. And like I said, I'm not gonna say that the nigga's guilty or the nigga did it or anything like that, because I don't want to like put that on anybody, because who knows, the trial just started. Because we just talking about the trial. The trial literally just started. It's been delayed for like the last 6-7 months.
Insane.
And it just started. So like now you're starting to see the pictures. They just selected the jury. They just authorized that certain evidence can't be used against Jonathan Majors, because apparently they have like court documents from other incidents that happen all across. They can't use it, and then they got like they can bring up the arrest because his girlfriend was arrested because of something like that. It's all messy. It's all jumbled, and I don't think the public can really get a good gauge about what's going on. So everyone's heavily opinionated, especially survivors of abuse, and I totally understand that. And the niggas who have been accused of abuse and didn't do that, I understand that as well. So we need to let this just play out. We got to let the court system do its thing. It's a slow burn because that's how the justice system is. But it's hard for me to say what's right and what's wrong, especially when it's this sensitive of a case, this high profile of a case. And honestly, the racial implications of this case too just can't be ignored.
Yeah. And I'll say there's one thing too, just for like people who like have a difference of opinion because she's white. I think that's a slippery slope, because if it's you and you're in the same situation, you want the same thing.
Exactly.
And I'm going to say this phrase, stick with it. This is for the ones in the back. I'm going to say it twice. Just to make sure, if you're listening, go grab a pen, a pencil, and write this down. I'm going to give you like 5 seconds. All right. So the phrase is, injustice anywhere is a threat to justice everywhere. I'm going to say it one more time. Oof. Injustice anywhere is a threat to justice everywhere. Just keep that in mind. But, all right.
Preach. I love that. That's such a good quote. And we just gotta. we just gotta wait and see. And me, I'm a big Marvel fan, and I was a big
As am
fan of
I.
him too. Like I really like this portrayal of Kang. I really like this Loki season. But I'm also not one of those weird niggas that is like that's okay with abuse. So like I would rather justice be served than me get a good show or me get a good movie. Like I'm okay with that. And it's interesting because me and Jay had talked about the recasting implications of it and how like the storyline positioned him and how it's going to happen. I actually read that there's a clause in his contract that nobody else can play Kang. So
Oh shit.
even if he is convicted and he's found to be guilty, they would have to like pivot away from the character altogether anyway. Like that's their only option. So Kang won't be a thing. Period. Which I guess is a good and a bad thing for the people who are like continuity purists, like people who really want things to be exactly how they were planned out to be. You guys won't see anybody else play Kang. You just won't get Kang anymore. And then the people who wanted justice for his ex girlfriend seeing him lose a lot of his opportunities. So
Yeah.
yeah,
Speak a little bit about Young Thug because I'm very unfamiliar with that. I can't even hold y'all. I don't know what the fuck is going on.
Trial season. Yeah. Where do I start with Thug? Thug is a prominent artist. If you guys don't know who Young Thug is, Jeffrey Williams.
Wow, the government.
I know he's like that. He's really, really, really good. People who aren't fans of him yet, y'all need to fucking wake up, especially now since he's fucking everywhere.
He's very good.
He's really good at what he does. And I want to say early last year, probably around when Pusha P came out, when that Gunna album came out, he got arrested for RICO charges. So they sent the RICO to him, which basically means that they're thinking that he is the head of a criminal organization. YSL is not just a record label, but it's a front to commit crimes under that as like a street gang. So now the state of Georgia is trying to prove that YSL is in fact a gang and that Young Thug is the ringleader of this gang and responsible for a lot of the atrocities that have happened in Atlanta over the last, let's say, 10 years. So we know we're rappers, especially all throughout history. But recently, we'll say, like, when I say recently, probably within the last 10 years, a lot of the subject matter in rap has been heavily doused in gang culture, beef culture, rivalries, stuff like that. That's when a lot of the music, and quite frankly, a lot of the good fucking music comes out because of that shit. So, like, Thug is a proponent of that. He's Young Thug. So if you were to tell a older white lady, what do you think Young Thug's music is about? She might tell you something very similar to what his music is about.
Yeah.
But that's the thing, that's music. So in my brain, when stuff like this happens, and this is a long, long debate that people have been having in the hip hop community, should hip hop lyrics be used in court? Should lyrics be used in court? And it's been, differing opinions. A lot of people said, no, that's art. That shouldn't be used as a real stance of evidence to be used in a court of law, a song lyric. And other people are saying, no, if the song lyric coincides with a real life event, if we can put those two together, we should be able to use that as evidence.
I think so. As an artist, I think that
a lot of niggas be lying in their raps. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, I was gonna say that, and I just feel like having just like released an album and wrote an album, there's a lot of stuff that I talk about that like it is inspired by true events, but it's not necessarily like 100% like this actually happened this way. Like there might be like little Easter eggs, but I feel like to use like if somebody was to convict me of something off the basis of what I said in the song, that's dumb as fuck because I could have been like feeling like when I talk about like in Welcome to Holly, when I talk about going into rooms and tables covered all in snow, I have never seen I have never walked into a room where tables were covered in cocaine and people were shooting up like that, but I know that that happens in LA. I have like enough, context from, the people that I know, and I was able to use that to like then write it in a first person point of view. That was inspired to like make the song. Doesn't mean that I've seen that in real fucking life. So I think that that's dumb to like use that or try and use that as evidence when it's all just like, it's kind of like it's art. It's like made up. It's all abstract, if you will. So
Yeah, so that's kind of how I see it too. I'm not an artist myself, but I see it as literally an expression, an art, like literally an expression of oneself. It may not be 100% real. Like I said, rappers, really rappers, be lying in their lyrics. I'm not saying Thug is a liar, but I'm also not saying it's good to use that a lot. Use a lot of his lyrics against him in this setting, like a
Maybe
Rico.
he's home. Maybe his homeboy had a situation where, or like maybe like he heard of like an OG like from a town a few states over, like
I don't know.
but you can't say that it was him. You can't.
Exactly, you can't. So like this trial has been really messy from the beginning. Um, the jury selection pool has been shifted so many times. Obviously, it just started now, but like I said, he was arrested over a year ago. Over a year ago, he's been incarcerated for a long time. Like he hasn't been able to. He's been waiting for his right to a fair trial a long time, and I don't think this trial process is really fair. I think a lot of this, and the RICO is really, really, really serious. It's something that he will get life if it really gets bad, and they're able to prove that he is the leader of a gang. But the prosecution is silly. His defense is silly too. I think the goal of this is to get it thrown out. Hopefully a
Mhm.
mistrial. I think that's what Tory Lanez was trying to do last year when he did all of that.
But he did
Let's
that
let's
shit.
let's establish let's
But he did
establish the benefit of, I mean, let's establish, reasonable doubt. Let's do that. So that's what he was on, kind of, with just trying to do that with the jury. So like it gets thrown out, blah blah blah, gets too conflated. I think that's what they're doing now, because if you've seen any of the videos of what's been going on at I think it's day 5 of the trial. So like I said, it literally just started, and I've seen so many goofy ass videos and stories of the shit. I've been seeing Thug with a really really shiny retwist and a nice expensive sweater. And I've been seeing lawyers say that Thug means something else than what it really means. I think what they say, it was truly humble under God. I
Yeah.
think that's what they were saying. That's what Thug means, which is funny because somebody pulled up a old tweet of him that says swag means someone who admires God. So the consistency is there. So I mean, like they've been arguing that, and I think another
They're not
lawyer
serious.
is
None of this is serious.
none
Come
of it's
on, man.
serious. The one of the lawyers was referencing a Bleach. If anybody's heard of Bleach, it's an anime, came out a while ago, and she was referencing a scene in Bleach in a court of law. So
Let's get serious, people.
I don't know
Not
what's going
fucking.
on with Thug. I just hope that this shit gets thrown out, because it's so much music that we have been missing, and I fuck with Thug, and it's free Thug.
Hmm.
So I don't think he did that shit. I don't think he did that shit. But we can only hope for the best. I'm praying for Thug. I'm praying for all parties involved. This is for
Yeah.
even Jonathan Majors trial. Just thoughts and prayers to everybody.
Thoughts and prayers. All right, what we got next?
Oh, you know what else I found out today? It's funny. Every time the day we record, we get a lot too.
Yeah.
That's funny too. Like the GTA trailer just dropped today, and also something else dropped today. An announcement. Congratulations to Ashanti and Nelly.
Yes, they're expecting a little baby.
They're expecting. Hey, that honestly, seeing that made me so happy. It inspired me because it shows that, because Ashanti and Nelly have been, the history between them. If y'all know, the history between them has been quite a history. And it
Yeah.
kind of, it inspired me to be like, maybe you can make it work with somebody.
Here's my thing.
You can.
None of my exes, don't fucking try that shit. Y'all are done. No. No.
Some of my
But
exes.
if that's what you want to do, no. I have my eyes set on somebody. We both know that. We'll talk about it off the pod. Hopefully one day I can bring it to the pod. But
Yeah, but no, definitely congratulations to them.
yeah.
Big shout out. I know this is a big thing. I think this is Shanti's first kid, so
Yeah.
this is a big thing for her. I know she's happy.
Right.
She's happy to have this, and like I said, the fact that I can tell that and I hate saying this because I don't know these people and I don't know celebrities, but it seems like they're really in love. From
Do you
what we
think
can see,
he'll
it seems like they're
propose?
really in love.
Do you think he'll propose? I hope
Nelly?
so. Like I feel like people like marriage is dying, and I think I know that people feel how they feel. You Gen fucking Zers. Oh, marriage is just. I don't give a fuck. I grew up in a time where like marriage was sacred. I always would want to get married. I just feel like that bonding of people, like you're still your own individual, but like you guys are a unit, and like that representation of love.
Right.
Like I just love all of everything that comes with that. So I'm always gonna champion marriage. And shit, I'll champion divorce too. If y'all didn't get it right, that's okay. We're human. Get a divorce too. You know? But I champion getting married and only getting married once, and taking your time to make sure that you are finding the one for you. But I
Yeah.
don't know. This generation is just very like anti-marriage, and it make me feel some type of way, low key. I can't lie. But like I will say I'm also biased because I grew up and both my parents were there. Both my parents are still married to this day. They've been married for 25 years. So I can
Yeah.
understand how somebody who doesn't like come from that same background would feel toward it. But I don't know. I'm always just I love love. I love, especially for the gay people, because we couldn't get married. Shit, black people, there was a time where black people could not get married. There was a time when black and white people could not get married. Now the fact that we're here, I feel like take advantage, because they're starting to roll shit back. Y'all already saw with Roe v. Wade how that was rolled back, and I feel like you got to be ready, stay ready, so
Yeah.
you don't have to get ready. And I feel like with marriage, take advantage. If you love that person, like do it.
Do it. Marriage
Yeah.
is a beautiful thing. I've had differing opinions on marriage. We won't get into it. That's another podcast episode. I could probably divulge a little bit, but marriage is beautiful. I do concur with what you said. I think a lot of us nowadays, I think, have started to see marriage in a different light, and it's starting to, influence, a lot of our decision making when it comes to marriage, especially black men. But like I said, I'll talk about that in a future episode. Congratulations, Ashanti. And
Congratulations, Ashanti, Nelly.
yeah,
I wonder
this
who
is
the
beautiful.
baby's gonna look like.
Yeah, it's probably gonna look like, it depends if it's a boy or a girl, I guess.
So I've heard there's a thing, if she's yelling at him, like if he's pissing her off throughout the marriage or throughout the pregnancy, the baby's gonna look like him.
Really?
Yeah.
Is that like fake? That sounds
No, it's
fake.
real. It's real.
So if you piss off, wow.
Like if your future wife is like, Darren, what the fuck? Like you're annoying her. She's like, can you fucking pick this up? Like, God damn it.
Oh well,
The
I
baby's
won't.
gonna look like you. But you already have strong genes in your family anyway. So
Yeah.
like that kid's, there's no way you're gonna deny that kid. I
I
know.
don't want my kids to look like me the fuck. So I'm gonna be annoying as shit then. Hey, what's up? Hey, when you pick up this, when you gonna take this out? When you gonna clean this? When you gonna cook it? Let me go irritate her so I can make sure my kid looks like me. So, But anyways, what do we got? Anything else? Anything we missed?
Wow, I don't know. I think that's it.
Oh wow,
Is that it?
I think that's it. So I'm trying to think what else. What's going on? No, I think we might be good. I think that's I think that's
We've
a wrap.
got a quick one for you guys this week.
A bite size.
Real quick.
Y'all better all fucking listen too.
Yes. No, you better. You have no excuse. This shit's gonna end up being like 40 or so minutes.
Right.
It's funny because last week we were like, oh my god, I think it might be a short one. That shit was like basically an hour.
It's the same shit. So
yeah.
No. Quick in case you missed it today, guys.
But yeah, as always, if you're looking to find all things, all updates, all personal, whatever the fuck, the experience, you can follow us on Instagram at @theexperience_pod. You can also find us on TikTok at theexperience.podcast. There aren't any videos yet, but they are coming. We're working on it. Be patient with us. We're cooking. If you want to find what I'm doing, fuck around with me on social media, you can find me on Instagram at J. I'm tired, y'all, so if you guys can't tell. But you can find me on Instagram, J_Gooden98, and then on TikTok, just J Gooden, because where can they find you?
And if you want to fuck with me, you can find me on Instagram or Twitter, same shit, at Ned Saturn, at NEDSATURN. Yeah.
Yes. Well, thank you guys so much for listening. We definitely appreciate it. We'll see you next week for episode 5, where we'll have some topics ready for y'all. But that was in case you missed it. Yeah.
There we go. Salute.